Hello. It's a Sunday morning, and I was talking last night with Mathen for a little bit, and he asked me a question out of the clear blue. He said, he asked me, he said, Leon, he said, what is our mission? And I said, what? He goes, what is our mission? I mean, what does Leon's Organic Garden, what is the mission? And I said, we have actually quite a bit of a mission. Um, and although it's kind of like tiny when you say it, um, our mission is to bring fresh, organic, local grown herbs, heirloom vegetables, and edible flowers both to the local restaurant industry, um, say the bar industry, and maybe the food market itself. Um, we're here to educate the public about the benefits um, of gardening using organic principles, using a controlled garden environment by having a hands-on approach, and also through seminars and speaking engagements, things like that at our little local, very, very tiny, very, very small greenhouse. We're not per se a retail operation, but I can tell you that uh, we are a private grower. Both Mathen Mabry and myself have poured our little hearts and souls into this, and we're quite excited over how this is evolving. We started with little seedlings, kind of grown in, let me see if I can show you, little trays like this one that you see right here through the greenhouse. You can barely see this, but you can see the little 72 um, cell uh, little trays that we're growing things in. I'm stumbling over my words because I'm really not a professional public speaker, although some people actually pay me to get out and talk, which is really, really frightening when you stop and consider it. We have one of our first visitors here to the garden, somebody that we welcome, or something that we welcome very much so. Can you see him? He's a little bumblebee friend. And you can see the bigger pots that we've uh, gotten our babies to grow into. And this is what I was talking about earlier, the little seedling trays. Well, let me see if I can get them. Yeah, there they are, I think. I hope they're there anyway. It's really, really difficult trying to manipulate the camera and all this and talk. Shoot, I think it's an incredible feat that I talk and that I walk at the same time. It's just phenomenal. Can you see Mr. Bumblebee flying around? He's the first bumblebee actually that I have seen. We've seen a lot of wasps, hence you see the little wasp trap that is hanging in here, because I don't really want wasps in here until I have bad bugs, because they're great about eating worms and things like that that shouldn't be in the garden. I'm trying to get that little bumblebee back there. Let me see if I can get him behind me. Um, Unless he's, of course, where is he? He's flying about here somewhere. There he is, way back in the back. Anyhow, we're very, very tiny right now. We're just coming into ourselves, into our own. We make our own soils. We use either peat, little pots like these. I try not to use the peat pots if I don't have to. I'd rather use the coir, because coir is a vast renewable source of soilless planting medium. And you see the hanging baskets right here with little strawberries? I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, here they are. These little mats right here, these are actually made from coir. And coir is actually a coconut fiber and shell that's been ground up and compressed. And out of that, we create the part of the seedless mix that we use for our seeds. And here you can see the coir as it's already been wet, and some of this is dry. Some of it at the bottom still extremely wet. We have to let it dry for a few days. But once it's that, I add a little bit of vermicompost, which is, of course, earthworm castings. And I add, what else? I add a little bit of perlite to lighten it up for the seeds to grow. Then when I graduate it up a little bit, I go ahead and put it in a different medium, more of a potting soil, which is a mixture of a good quality organic potting soil with no additives to it. And to that I add a composted humus. Hummus you eat, humus you don't. Anyway, you make mud pies out of humus. Does that count? Anyway, I add that plus perlite and a little bit of the core. Again, make it light and airy. And the soil that I use it when I transplant. And let me see if I can show you what that looks like. If you can see down in here in my green barrel here, look at how that holds together. See how that is? It's nice and dark and rich. Right back in here. And we mix this, both Mathen and I mix this to bring you a totally organic product. We are using a fish fertilizer right now to fertilize, and we're having a blast. And we hope, of course, to expand this. We're going to put tons of beds. Well, not tons. We're going to put like at least 3 12 by 4 foot beds here, an 8 foot by a 4 foot bed right up in front here, another 8 by 4 back over here in this section where you can see right in there, a tomato bed right in here as well, and another greenhouse on top of that all, with the blessings that we've had from our dear friends from Florida. We're very, very grateful to Joe and to Anthony. And oh, one more thing. James, Renaud, this was a wonderful idea that you had about me using props, or using, what do you call that? See, you can see the paper blowing in front of me there? That's the notes I had to give you what the mission was going to be, so that I wouldn't trip over the words that I have tripped over anyway. But it's okay. James, you're outstanding. And let me get this here. Trying to get inside the house. Do you think I'll be able to edit this out? I don't know, but I'm going to try. See you later.